Hello everybody, my name is Silver, and today we're flying out something a little different. I'm pretty sure this is actually my first time recording one of these. Today we're going to be running the F15I Ra'am. Somebody correct me if I got the pronunciation wrong. She features quite an array of ordnance, but today we're going to be working with the AIM-9Ms and AIM-120Bs. Supposedly, the difference between this one and the standard MSIP, which we will be viewing in another episode at some point, is that this aircraft in particular features more powerful engines. Now, how true that is up for debate, but if this thing's performance ratio is anything to go by, that feels correct. So, what is the MSIP? This MSIP. What is the F15I? The F15I is the Israeli version of the F15E. I'm having to slow down because my brain is not as quick, nearly as quick as my mouth, and I want to make sure that I'm giving the most accurate information so that you too can have the most accurate experience. We may play the Tomcat after this, but I want to do a couple of rounds of this specifically just to have a video to come out pretty soon. Because I like releasing videos, I think recording is fun, and I don't do it enough. So what am I feeling with this aircraft? Oh, let's see here. Yeah, there's the maneuverability I'm familiar with. See if I can get that sub-Mach maneuverability going here. Not a fan of those guys being at altitude. 360 countermeasures though. Please keep in mind this aircraft is stock. This is the stock episode for this vehicle. Upon completion of all the modifications, I'll go ahead and make another video, and that will feature the actual aircraft in its peak performance mode. Hostile target ×1. We're going to see about smacking this guy. We're going to crank. Pretty sure he's hit. Yeah, he's already been hit. Alright, that's fine. Big splash. Big splash. Oh, wow. Alright. Hey, if it works. Target distress. This is my bread and butter. I love F-15s. They are my go-to for performance jets. Let's see if we can hit that Mirage without him noticing. Because that's the primary method of actually using this this airframe. AIM-9Ms are best used whenever the enemy does not know you're there. Where is he? No sign of him. Ah, R77. Are we gonna get that AIM-9M off? Caught him. Well done. I'll take it. Free kill game in the Ra'am before my team died. I'll take it. There's only 2 enemies left. I'm going to chalk that one up to a victory, and we're going to move to the next match. I at least want 20 minutes of footage to upload, so we're going to keep going till we get that. Ordnance-wise, well, we'll do a review of all the ordnance that this aircraft gets after the air battles section. We'll do that. Reason I'm going to do that is reason I put the the parts review, like the ordnance review after the video, like towards the end. I prefer to put that at the end of the video because not everybody wants to sit there and watch me go over the ordnance. They want to see the aircraft and see how it actually is by comparison to other aircraft. So far, I'm going to say pretty successful airframe. It's got the heads up, the HMS PD, which is great. We love to see those. If anybody's curious about the decal on my tail, this is Seek's decal. You can get it on the you can get it from Seek's War Thunder discount store. If you haven't checked out Seek's channel yet, highly recommend it. He knows, he's a reasonable YouTuber. He gets a lot of the stuff right. Not everything though. I'm still working on a video to discuss. I am working on a video to discuss War Thunder YouTubers and why I have some issues with them, but I'm not. It's not particularly with anyone. It's more just the way the content is put out. For example, but that's a topic for another game discussion. You'll know which jet I'm referring to. For those curious, certain pieces of ordnance were removed because people complained. I don't think those pieces of ordnance needed to be removed necessarily. I think that War Thunder is going to add them regardless, whether it be now or next year. Depending on whenever it comes out. Really depends. So, what is it that I am doing here? When I play top tier, I like to stick low. I prefer to stick low and avoid that kind of thing. The reason I'm sticking low is because I can multipath, as well as add some chaff into the mix, which I don't have at the moment, so unfortunately, multipathing is our best bet. If you really want to get good at top tier, you gotta learn one thing. Chaining. Chaining the kills is a very important skill in War Thunder that a lot of top tier players do not know about. What do I mean by chaining? Well, last match, for example. I locked on, I fired, I hit him, I locked on to the next one, fired, hit him, locked on to the next one with an IR, and hit that guy after death. The deal with chaining kills is always about maintaining the radar lock for as long as possible, while still being effective enough to actually do damage. The entire objective is to be as threatening as possible. You're not out turning this one, bud. Got him. Target distress. There's another one, but I mean, that's what's gonna happen to your stock. If you're not able to just lock and fire like that, that's gonna happen. Could I have done something? Probably. There's always something you could have done differently, but I'm not gonna worry about it because that's just not worth worrying about. I'll just go to the next game. If you can manage to make a trade out of a match, then you're in the net positive in my book. Trades are my game. For the most part, trading is my goal. I'd like to note that first match that we did lasted about 4 minutes. That guy is going to explode. Get me away from him. He didn't explode! Hooray! What in the hell are y'all doing? What happened to you? You know, I don't even want to know. What the? Alright. Don't know what that guy's on about. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I'm shooting for the stars, and if I land on the moon, then I'm going to die because I have no oxygen. You know, that doesn't sound quite like the quote that I remember. Good enough, though. You're gonna find a neg G a lot as well. Speaking of problems, time to disappear. Missile evasion, we're good. Having to check my keybinds here. Come and get it, boy. You won't. You'll float too. Well. Look at that. It's another space boy. Go home, James Randall. They want their old guy back. Go back to GTA. The city called. They want you back. They don't want you here. If anybody's ever watched Space Boy, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen James Randall, what are you doing with your life, and why are you here? This is a small channel. I don't deserve the views I get to begin with. Well, okay, admittedly, I do probably deserve some, but you get the point. You get the point. The point is that stock F15 is a bad day, but spaded F15 is a very good day. Actually, you know what? Oh my god. The bro's trying to kill us all. Get us out of here. Get us the blazes out of here. Ugh, really? That's not a crazy... I'm not crazy about that. This'll be fine, right? GMTI. Let's ground radar. TWS. Hello, it's me. Does anybody want to play? Or better yet, does anybody want to die? Something tells me they're not gonna let me do that. Let's see here. Let's kick up the throttle just a little bit and see if I can see anybody over here. Is anybody there? Let's go above the layer. Oh, we got something. Look. Let's crank that guy just a little. I don't know if that's AI or actually the enemy, but we're firing at him, so we'll see if it hits. All I gotta do is maintain the lock. And theoretically, everything will be fine. Because that's how rainbows work. I hope everything works out. I don't like how many radar pings I'm getting. The RWR is scary, brother. Oh, crap. You know, something tells me they're locking me up. I'm not here. I'm not afraid. You have nothing to worry about. You should leave me alone. Time to go. Oh. That's how we do it. That is how we avoid missiles at this tier. I doubt that actually acquires. Well, time to murder. Time to go killing again. I'd like to know why that's not acquiring. Oh, that missed! You gotta be kidding me! This MiG is a problem. He is dead. He is no longer a part of my problem. Oh, but that is the non-RWR, the non-RWR missile. I keep forgetting that missile does not give off an RWR warning, despite having a radar built into it. You'd think you'd get an RWR warning for that missile on the basis that, like, he lost the track on me, but the missile's radar is what kicked in and got me. But it's not giving an RWR warning for that missile, so... Huh? Well, this is going well. I can't say that this is going about as well as I expected it to be perfectly honest. This is just kind of... Well, it's all gone to hell, really. That's okay. Hey, maybe if I change my jam to, like, something more Ace Combat-y. If I change my jam to something a little more Ace Combat-y, maybe we'll get lucky. And we'll stop dying. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Oh, no. We need, like, this one. Yeah. That's more my jam. Maybe I record a video of the Su-27 SM relatively soon. I want to, don't get me wrong. Problem is I've already finished Russia. There's literally nothing left for me to go for in Russia. Let's follow Mr. Night Fury here. Buzz Lightyear will lead the way. Buzz is the greatest superhero. He always knows what to do. And therefore, we follow Buzz. Follow Buzz, boys. We follow him, Buzz. One of the other things that I can recommend to people, sticking near teammates is definitely a must. Call me mean, but A, it's another target that the enemy could go for instead of you. B, they're B, and B is the big one. B stands for big. B, they also provide more cover support, because top tier jets, despite the lack of teammates that actually do that, does in fact require cover. Who would have funked? We're just gonna follow Buzz here and get down. Get down, Mr. President! hell. Well, you know. And people wonder why we're getting stealth in the game. I can't imagine why. It couldn't possibly have something to do with a counter to that. I'm going to laugh like a Sith Lord whenever that happens, because I know exactly where the game is going. If you guys keep killing people like that and not letting them play the game, there comes a point where Gaijin is just going to say, nope, we're adding something that makes it impossible to do that. And that's where the game is going, by the way. We're going to get aircraft eventually that deal with that as a problem. And it's going to be hilarious. So, final thoughts on the F-15 Ra'am. Don't get me wrong, I like it as an aircraft. It performs basically. Me and my friend got into a dogfight with this thing earlier, like when I first got it. Me and a friend got in a dogfight with it. But unfortunately, that is the current truth of top tier warfighter air. You are just if you are flying a stock aircraft like the F15I and you don't have any of the modifications, you are just going to have a bad time and you are just going to die. But I will say this, as a ground strike aircraft, this aircraft will perform its role really well in Tanks RB. The problem that I have with this plane, actually, you know what? I just looked at it. I can't complain about that because that problem isn't actually that big of a problem now that I'm looking. The issues I have with this plane, honestly, I don't really have any. There's not much that I can really complain about with this aircraft. The F-15 is just that good. The only thing that I could think of that I see as a problem is less of the aircraft fault and more of the fault of the airframe itself. Well, it's not the aircraft fault. It's not the airframe's fault. It's a player issue, and it's me. I am decent at dodging AIM-120s, but as you can see, there are some AIM-120s at top tier that where the guy just goes up to space, launches a bunch of AIM-120s, and disappears, and there's absolutely no counterplay to it. So unfortunately, until Gaijin adds stealth aircraft in order to give us a counter to those guys, and gives us missiles that can hit people that are doing that, you're going to end up with a lot of like the matches like what we saw today. And you're just going to have those matches that don't go so well. Now, I will say this, as a ground strike aircraft, this thing is really good. Like, there's a lot of options for ground ordnance on this airframe. Like, there's just a lot that you can do. And there's a lot of missile options as well. One of the things I really like about it is its speed, but the issue is there comes a point where you can only do so much. And unfortunately, right now, whenever you're stock grinding one of these jets at top tier, you have to contend with missiles that, quite frankly, you're not going to defeat, especially without chaff. My biggest thing with this aircraft going forwards, I'm going to recommend that Gaijin starts considering default chaff and flares, because the inability to drop chaff whenever someone's firing AIM-120s at you like that is literally a death sentence. There's nothing you can do about that. There's no counterplay there. It's not a fun time for anyone involved. So, unfortunately, that's the state of the game. My name is Serador, and I'll see you next time. Serador out.